I don't believe that people from other lands can be British. Britishness is actually a construct. Technically, yes, you can be British. You can be given British citizenship. You were born here and you were raised here and you've got a British passport and a British birth certificate and you're classed as a British citizen. But I don't believe that just because something is under a legal framework that it's right. This definition of Britishness, for me, applies to the indigenous peoples of Northern Ireland, Scotland, England, and Wales. And I think that they are the true Brits. At the same time, there's all this stupid rhetoric on social media. These right-wingers, they're so stupid, honestly. We're going to send you back. It's like, yeah, all right, mate. How are you going to do that? Listen, mate, we know that you've been here for 3 generations. You like own loads of property and you got a business or what have you, but we're going to send you back. It's moronic.
My family are 5 generations deep in the UK. My great-granddad came here after World War II legally. He was invited over. My great-uncle was in the UN and was married to a white British woman. She converted to Islam. Their kids are my aunties and uncles, and a lot of them actually went on to marry non-Muslim white Brits. And some of my cousins look like you. We're all considered family. And my husband's grandfather actually fought in World War II for Great Britain. And, you know, we consider this our home. I actually know the UK better than I know Pakistan. And I actually find me and my husband are trying to take a bit of the British culture out of us so that we don't put so much of it into our kids. I have no family in Pakistan. Everybody I knew was here, so I never had the reason to go. But my mother-in-law's family are there, her brothers and sisters. For the first time, I went to Pakistan this year. I enjoyed it. I loved being there. I embraced Pakistani culture. I have people that I know of that are embarrassed of Pakistani culture because they are so immersed in Western culture. So there are 2 sides of the coin, and it depends how you grow up. It depends how you think about your culture.
I think people from the Middle East belong in the Middle East. I think people from Africa belong in Africa. And I think that people prosper within their own community because we're all practicing our respective faith. We've got our respective cultures, and the cultures are very different. I hear this from a lot of people, Muslims especially, saying we're conscious of the fact that we're becoming westernized and we don't want to become too westernized. Because I mean, I don't like Western culture. It's degenerate. So yeah, I wouldn't be so cruel as to say, oh, you have to go to Pakistan. Like, you've never known Pakistan. A lot of rhetoric that gets used in the mainstream media in the right wing, the word invasion. Your great grandparents, they were here by invitation because let's face it, there was no other way. You couldn't have just snuck in. So I get all of those nuances. And when I say that people aren't British, it's not because I'm being derogatory. It's because my brain is set in a nationalist way, and Christianity is a nationalist ideology, not a hateful one. God did create nations, respective nations for respective peoples. But I absolutely understand the situation that you're in. This is all you've known. I wouldn't want you to feel in any other way. If you're happy in who you are, and you seem to be, and you're happy in your tradition, then who am I to meddle? But I do think that the merger of cultures and the merger of peoples is not a long-term workable plan.